Hello, everybody. Good morning. So we had a wonderful presentation last night, and then I forgot to record it. So I am doing this again this morning, so it's available as a recording for those of you who were not able to join us live last night. This way you'll also be able to get the credit for the event, as long as you're able to watch it between now and Friday, our raffle. But more importantly, I would love for you to just be able to understand the value of Juice Plus and flooding our body every day with 30 whole foods, fruits, vegetables, berries, and greens. So it is a very toxic environment we are living in, and it is the statistics out there and this health crisis we are living in really are no joke. And this is the best defense for our body to give ourselves a fighting chance against all that we're up against. So for those of you who do not know me, my name is Andrea Vitale. I came to know Juice Plus 3 years ago. I had seen a lady yelling about fruits and vegetables in a cup at a vendor event, and I was not able to get over to her to see what all the hype was about, because she had this huge crowd around her table the entire event, as they were all experiencing these fruits and vegetables in a cup. And the second time that that our paths crossed again, I definitely made it a point this time to go over to her and see what all the hype was about. So as I stood there and listened to her speak to everything that this can do inside our health, I was thinking of my children, I was thinking of my mom, I was thinking of everybody else who could use this nutrition and not myself. And I thought I was healthy enough. I know now that I had no idea what health was, now that I know what I know. But I was not even looking for this for myself. But when I experienced what the fruits and vegetables felt like in my body, I was one of those people that just kind of felt this surge of vitality right from the get-go. Not everybody, gets that. But for me, that's what happened. I guess I was just that nutritionally starved. I just loved it, and I thought now of more people, my brothers and my sister. Now that I knew what this was doing, I thought of everybody that I know and love. I'm a sharer. I love when I find something that's just that I just love so much, I want to share it with everybody I know. I mean, everybody on the face of the earth is going to watch The Greatest Showman if I have anything to do with it, because it's such an amazing movie. And I literally brought that to so many people's lives, just as an example. But so Juice Plus has been the same thing for me. As I came to know more and more what this could do for our health, I wanted to learn more and more. I wanted to be able to, establish credibility so that people would, that I did not know in my life would be able to trust that what I was sharing with them was something that would really benefit them and their family. So I went on to health coaching. I went on to master's health coaching. I am researching every single day on a daily basis. I'm reading books, and I'm researching more and more about what whole food nutrition can do for our health, and I am just loving this journey. So this event is part of that. Thank you so much for being a part of it. I hope that you're getting something out of it, and with that, we shall start. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. So Juice Plus has established what is called the Healthy Living Revolution. We are trying to take healthy back. That is the company's mission, to spread healthy living around the world. So as we all know, healthy used to be much more simple to do years ago. It was that we were, I'm sure your grandmothers could say, eating fruits and vegetables out of the garden and playing outdoors all day, and drinking water out of a water hose was nothing to think twice about. And at the end of the day, we were exhausted for living this type of lifestyle. And now it's a very different scene. So we find that we are eating meals in regards to convenience rather than in regards to health. I mean, we are just living in such a fast-paced society that sometimes it just has to be what's simple and what's now instead of what's healthy for our bodies and for our wellness. Kids are not outdoors as much. They are very often, just sitting with a device in front of them. And beverages that used to be a treat, I know for myself growing up, it was something that we had on Sundays, maybe with our spaghetti dinner after service. is now a drink that people drink on a daily basis, sometimes 2 or 3 of them a day. And these are beverages that truly are not serving us. And of course, we are finding ourselves that we are exhausted all day long. It's not just that at the end of the night, our head, hits the pillow and we are sound asleep from living such an exhausting day. It's that we're waking up not refreshed and we are still just exhausted all day long. So the 2 startling trends that are really contributing to this is, one, that how I spoke to earlier, we are living in a very toxic environment. So even those of us that try and do our best, we try and drink pH balanced water, we try and eat non-GMO and organic produce, it comes down to it that unless we are walking around in a bubble or with gas masks on, we truly cannot avoid the toxins out there. So it's in our air, and I think the stats are like 97% of us have glyphosate in our bodies, even if we try to take measures not to. For those of you who don't know, it's a very toxic pesticide that's out there. I'm sure we're all familiar with Monsanto, but it's literally tearing up our guts and causing what a lot of these autoimmune diseases and such that people are walking around with. And the other trend is that our food quality is decreasing. So we are eating what's called like food products. We are not even really eating real food anymore. And these products that are on our shelves, that are in boxes, that are in cans, they basically have zero nutrition in them. And on top of that, they are loaded with other chemicals, growth hormones, the GMOs, excitotoxins that literally alter the chemistry of our brain, dyes, preservatives, like things that are really doing harm for our health. So, with the 2 of those together, I mean, not only are we faced with all these toxins out there, but then we are not able to really flood our bodies with the nutrition that is going to help eliminate those toxins from our body. So it really is a double-edged sword. And then those of us who try to eat whole foods and eat produce, unfortunately, that's a challenge as well, because our produce doesn't pack the same nutritional punch that it did years ago. So you can see right here, some varieties have lost 5 to 40% of their nutrient content. So what does that mean? It means that it takes about 12 cups of spinach to give us the same nutritional value that half a cup of spinach did for our grandmothers years ago. It takes about 8 oranges to give the same nutritional value that just a single orange would have given our grandmothers 20 years ago. So it's our soils are very depleted, and our produce is not getting the same nutrition. It's not absorbing the same nutrition as it did years ago. So what does this mean? Well, it means that America is getting very sick. So like I said before, the stats out there are nothing to joke with. This slide actually needs to be updated because I know now it is closer to 1 in 50 children have autism. And I mean, that's horrifying. And what's more horrifying is that these stats that we're looking at right now just seems to be the new normal. Like, it's normal for people to be on tons of prescription drugs. It's normal for people to be walking around with autoimmune diseases, Crohn's disease, IBS, like, again, autoimmune, like, we all know people that have diabetes. We all know, of course, sadly, people that have cancer. And this has just become the new normal. And what I think is harder for people to understand is that it doesn't actually have to be this way, that 75% of all chronic disease is actually preventable with lifestyle choices. And I mean, that number, I've actually seen that closer to 84, and some doctors will tell you 100% of disease, for the most part, is preventable with healthy lifestyle choices. So that is why I do what I do, sharing Juice Plus, because it is the best chance that I know that we have to give ourselves a fighting chance against all of this. So Juice Plus is 30 whole food fruits and vegetables, non-GMO, vine-ripened, organically grown, across the rainbow, that all do amazing things for our health. So what does that mean, or why are some of those aspects important? We're all familiar with why non-GMO and organic is important, or our produce is what's called better than organic, we say. And that is because organic is tested really only in the soil. The soil is tested for something to be qualified as organic, but you don't know what happens to that produce once it's put on a truck, once it's brought to a warehouse. You know, there's no testing that at that point. So our produce is tested at 6 different times from seed to harvest, and that's not just for pesticides, but also for bacteria's heavy metals, any type of impurities. And it's also vine ripened, our produce, which is key because basically produce is picked way too early to be brought to warehouses, to be brought to supermarkets, to be able to be brought to consumers and still not, you know, rot. So what's the problem is with that is that the nutrition in produce is truly not developed in the produce until the last 48 hours of being on a vine. And so it's very important that our produce is vine ripened, because it's, you know, it's picked at the peak of ripeness, and we know we're getting as much nutrition as possible in this produce. So all of this produce goes through a grinder. The water is extracted and the sugar is extracted, which is great. So now people with diabetes and such, and just, of course, I mean, nobody can consume that much sugar, are able to consume 30 whole food fruits and vegetables without worrying about that much sugar involved. And then it's encapsulated or put into chewables. So a lot of people ask, are we FDA certified? To me, that means nothing. I feel like anything can be FDA approved these days. NF certified is where it's at. There is less than 1% of product on the market that has this certification. It is very stringent, and it truly means that what we say, what our label says is in our product is in our product. And on top of that, there is nothing else added in our product that is not on the label. So that is a beautiful certification to have. So what does flooding our body with all of this produce do? So all disease out there is linked to, has the core of one or two things, either oxidative stress or inflammation, or usually both of those two things. So what oxidative stress is, the best way that I can express it is if you take an apple and cut it in half and put it on a counter, but then you go ahead and put lemon juice on half of that apple, you will see that the half that doesn't have lemon juice is starting to brown, and almost immediately. And that is oxidation. That is the cells basically aging and dying. And the half that doesn't, the half that was given the lemon juice, I'm sure a lot of you know, for, you know, with cooking, a nice cooking tip is that the lemon juice helps preserve the apple. So the lemon juice is a natural antioxidant. So it's fighting that oxidative stress and preserving the cells. And that is the same thing that happens in our body. As I am sitting here right now speaking to you, we all have oxidative stress going on inside our bodies. It's a natural occurrence. What the issue is that we, like I had stated before, we are involved with so much that is increasing oxidative stress in our health, and we are not flooding our bodies with the antioxidants needed to balance that out. So that is why all of this disease is coming about, because oxidative stress, which is, I know more of you will probably relate to it better as free radicals, have become such an issue. And it is the root of all ailments, illness, disease out there. So it's very important to keep that in balance. A lot of people will ask, is Juice Plus a vitamin? A Juice Plus has everything that vitamins has, but has so much more than that. So vitamins are synthetic, and they are very isolated. And what that means is scientists will pull vitamin C from an apple, vitamin D from a carrot, and they will pull usually for like a multivitamin, about 30, 40 different things, and put them in a capsule. And our body is like, hey, what's this? Our body doesn't recognize it. And most often it doesn't utilize it at all. There is no research that has shown that anything any more than 30% of a multivitamin is absorbed by our bodies. And in fact, they did a study with Navy SEALs once where 7 of them took the men's one a day, and they took it on a Monday, and on the following Monday, the there were x-rays taken, and 3 of the men still had the entire capsule just sitting in their lower intestines. Body didn't know what to do with it, and it just sat there, not broken down, not utilized at all. And so the key is to really be eating whole foods, okay? So this is nature. Your body recognizes it. Your body knows exactly what to do with it. It has the answers to the test. So Juice Plus and produce in general is completely bioavailable. It goes straight into the bloodstream, and your body is able to immediately start utilizing it in all areas of health. So we are up to, again, this needs to be updated, 40 published medical journals. I think we have 38 in the books and 2 underway, from the most reputable, credible universities and hospitals out there today. So, I mean, we're looking at MD Anderson and the University of Maryland School of Medicine and Vanderbilt and Yale. I mean, like, incredible, reputable, what's the word I'm looking for? Prestigious facilities that are doing research on our product. And it's third party, and it is gold standard research, and it's peer reviewed research. And so what this means is basically, once our product is being researched, you know, whether the results are good or bad, it's being published. And it just happened to always be so good that it's in these amazing medical journals now of everything that it is proven to do in our health. So these are some of the results of the research, but the 2 key ones that I was speaking to before, reducing oxidative stress and reducing inflammation, are the big ones because they are the root of all disease. Improving cardiovascular wellness, especially the berry blend, supports the immune system. I mean, this is, and now they're doing things on the microbiome, which is incredible because that's what Juice Plus does. It cleans out your gut, and what we are understanding in the field of science today is that everything stems from the gut. They're calling it the second brain. It has a direct connection to the brain. Everything stems from the gut. So not just, you know, disease and illness, but things that you wouldn't think of, like anxiety and depression and all of that. When your gut is clear, everything else seems to fall into balance. So this is important because a lot of people, like I had said before, I was one of those few that just experienced what flooding the Juice Plus in my body was doing. I just felt it. I remember for a long time in the beginning, all I kept telling people was, I don't know how to explain it. I just feel so alive. Like, it was just an amazing feeling. And not everybody gets that right away. Everybody experiences positive benefits of some kind or another, but everybody is different. So what's important to understand is what it's doing inside, because it's just like how we brush our teeth all the time to prevent cavities. You know, we do this because we know it prevents cavities, but we don't actually feel the prevention of cavities. Excuse me. So it's the same thing going on here. We don't actually experience, we don't feel what it's doing, that it's optimizing our cells. So this slide is important to understand that this is what it's doing to your cells, and what happens in turns is healthy cells turn into tissues, which turn into organs, which turn into organ systems, and overall, as cells improve, it makes sense that the entire body improves. So the Children's Health Study, now referred to as Healthy Starts, is an amazing program that they started in 1999. And in the beginning, the president of the company was basically supporting this out of his own pocket for years, until it was established in a way that now the whole company does it. So even us as representatives, we all contribute to this program, which allows whole families to get healthy as a whole. It's almost like a family plan. So when a mother or father, or even aunt, uncle, grandmother, any adult is able to sponsor a child in their life with their qualifying order of either the Juice Plus capsules or chewables, they're able to sponsor a child in their life from the ages of 4 to 23, which is so great that is the age span, because another time when parents are most concerned for their children's health is when they're going off to college and they're not there to really supervise what their children are eating anymore. So from 4 to 23, they're able to have Juice Plus in their lives for free for up to 4 years, as long as the adult is still taking the product as well. So again, we as representatives contribute to this. It comes to a matter of cents in our paycheck. We don't feel it the way that they really spread it out, and we're all happy to do this anyway. So what they find is that not only does Juice Plus fill this gap, so many parents are worried when they have picky eaters that are only eating carrots and cucumbers and broccoli. And I say those three things because that was my daughter in the beginning. Not only is it filling this gap with allowing us to really get that produce across the rainbow into our bodies, no matter what the day looked like otherwise, but it is also going to start changing the way that your taste buds crave and the way that your guts crave. It's going to start to change your metabolism and such to truly crave healthier food, and to, on the other side, not desire foods that don't serve you anymore. So there are some people, that will eat a piece of pizza now and just feel awful afterwards, or things that they used to eat like buffalo wings and such, like it's just they're not interested in anymore, which might sound horrible to you guys right now if those are your favorite foods, but I promise you that it is not something you are going to be upset about. You are going to be loving that you're craving healthier foods over those foods. So again, these are some of the stats. I believe there's 1 million children in the study now, and my children are all over these charts. My children, I have a 2nd grader and a 4-year-old. Oh, sorry, now going to 3rd grade, and a 4-year-old. And this past month was the first time that they had seen a pediatrician in 3 years. So my daughter, it's the first time that she's ever had to miss a day of school. And in 3 years, kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, to be able to go through all of that without missing school has been such a blessing. And I'm sure you working moms can know what, challenge it is for the whole family when your children get sick. And so, and I'm happy to say that when they went to the doctor, it ended up being something that just us tripling up on the Juice Plus totally just avoided turning into anything. So this is wonderful. But again, what is so important for me, what I value so much, is that my children are understanding already at such a young age the relationship between food and health and food and disease. And they know what fruits and vegetables and what, healthy foods, how that serves them, and how other foods do not. So I think that is wonderful. And after all, that's what the Healthy Starts program is to start helping generations when they're young to come into healthy lifestyle habits. So Juice Plus Complete Shakes. These are healthy meal replacements or just healthy snacks. I have been taking myself about 2 or 3 a day since I came to know them 3 years ago. I have it in the morning as my coffee shake. I put a little bit of coffee grinds in my shake, and cinnamon and turmeric and black pepper, and it is delicious. I start my morning every day with that. And then later on, I make a smoothie. My children and I share, and sometimes we'll make it thick enough to make like an acai bowl. We'll put granola or coconut on top, and other times, it's just a smoothie. And other times when I have work, I'll bring another one with me at work. But this has been something my whole family enjoys. So they are vegan, they are non-GMO, they're gluten, they're dairy-free, they're low glycemic. That is key, again, in this this health crisis that we're living in, where so many people are worried about, basically blood sugar issues. So low glycemic means that the sugar from the shakes, the natural sugar, is going to be slowly released into your body because of the healthy fibers and carbs and protein that are also in the shakes. It helps it to slowly release into your body, so you're not seeing those spikes and crashes that other foods can result in. I also love that they have oligosaccharides. I always mess that up for whatever reason. I just always am going to want to call it oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides, which are prebiotics, which are going to feed that good gut bacteria. So the main source of protein in our shakes is soy, and I know there is a lot of controversy out there around soy, but what a lot of people get confused with is that really the harm out there in soy is with non-GMO processed soy. So on the other hand, when you are using a high quality soy, water washed, non-GMO. Did I say non-GMO before? I meant GMO. That's where people have to worry. When you're using water wash, GMO, whole food soy that is, you know, very little processed, now not only is it not harmful for you, but soy is has great benefits for your health. And so this I love is that our soy has earned this, well, our protein, you know, period, has earned this score of a 1.0 of shakes, and is the only plant protein powder to ever achieve that rating. So it truly is the highest quality protein that a man could consume. So when you put all in all together, you end up with 45 whole food plants that all do amazing things for your health. With the shakes, you get all these ancient grains that are like all the new trend right now, you know, alfalfa sprout and all different types of plant sprouts. So you got that in there, your spirulina, and of course all the fruits and vegetables from and the berries from the trio. So the omegas are our newest product. And when I say newest product, I love that our company doesn't have like an entire catalog of products. They would rather put all of their money into the research behind our products. And so for years, it has been just the same products, the Juice Plus Micronutrition, which is the trio and chewables, and then the macronutrition, which is the shakes and our bars. We do have bars as well. And now of course, our Tower Garden, which I will share with you guys tonight, Thursday. But now released it, and this was 10 years in the making, an Omega blend, because this is another issue where people need to really fill that gap. We are not getting enough healthy fats in our diet. So of course they did not release this until they absolutely mastered it, and it is truly unique and of its, you know, one of a kind. It is all plant-based, so most fish oils, when people supplement, they get it from fish. Concentrate on only 3 and 6, and you know, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 all do amazing things for your health. So it's important to really understand that, and not just focus on the 3s and the 6s. And there's plenty of information that I can provide for you on that. But I also want to share with you the ingredients that go into our Omega blend, because not only are you getting the omegas from this algae oil and tomato seed oil, raspberry seed, safflower seed, pomegranate seed, seed buckthorn oil, but you are also getting all of the other benefits involved from these ingredients as well. And so I am going to send this over to Dr. Mitra Ray, because she does a wonderful job of explaining that. But I do want to share another key thing is that our omegas are cold pressed. And so a lot of times, even if there is even if they were able to find fish that are not full of toxins and such to make the fish oil, a lot of times when they go ahead and basically seal the capsule, they use such high heat temperatures that it actually can turn the nutrition, the omegas, rancid. And so then it is not healthy for you at all. Not only are you not getting your omegas, but it's actually harmful for your health as well. So to use this cold pressed oil this cold pressed way of sealing the capsule, which is made from tapioca syrup, we are able to preserve all of the nutrition inside. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this over to Dr. Mitra Ray. This is our Healthy Living Revolution site, which I will share with you guys later, because it is a beautiful, beautiful resource for you to use. Okay. Just want to get it to where she speaks to that. Okay, and
acid. So these are the sources that are used for these different oils found in the Omega blend. So I'll go through each one of them. So the sea buckthorn whole berry oil is used, the whole berry is used to retain more of the micronutrients. It's a rich source of omega-7, which is a main component of skin, and there's topical applications already documented, also therapeutic for thinning hair. And in this study, they not only talked about it being a topical agent, but it can also nourish the skin when taken orally if adequate quantities of sea buckthorn or its oil are consumed and has proven to be a useful method for treating systemic skin diseases such as atopic dermatitis. Pomegranate seed oil has been touted as a medicinal plant for a long time, and it's rich in this rare omega-5 essential fatty acid, which is the only known botanical source of conjugated linolenic acid, also known as punichic acid, one of the most potent antioxidants known to modern science, and a natural phytoestrogen. Now, remember that study I talked about where potent fish oils increase your risk of prostate cancer? Well, in this recent review of pomegranate and its components as an alternative treatment for prostate cancer, they noticed that different components of pomegranates are useful for slowing down the progression of cancer, especially metastasis. And they talk about the omega-5 from pomegranate seed oil being important, and that's found in the omega blend, as well as the polyphenols from pomegranate are also important. And the vineyard blend is very rich in polyphenols in general, including those from pomegranate. So prostate cancer is the #2 killer for men next to heart disease. And here we have some natural ways to retard that progression of prostate cancer. Okay, 5 reasons to use raspberry seed oil. It is a broad spectrum sunscreen as it absorbs UVB and C. It's highly anti-inflammatory. It reduces destruction of collagen, reduces inflammation, high in vitamin E, high in phytoesterols, which repair skin damage from sun and the environment. Benefits of safflower oil. It's an effective remedy against obesity, helps with hair and scalp, boosts quality and appearance of skin, aids in managing diabetes, reduces risk of atherosclerosis and strokes, helps to regulate cholesterol levels in the body, helps to decrease severity of PMS. And the benefits of tomato seed oil. Topically helps eliminate scars, wrinkles, rashes, stretch marks, burns, cracked and dry skin, chapped lips, promotes hair growth and repairs split ends. It's an antioxidant that neutralizes free radicals, and it promotes a healthy immune system. So I've written a book on skin health. It's something that I've been interested in for a long time. We know the fruit, veggie, and berry blends support healthy skin. But now with all these topical applications of these oils that I just discussed, I've also started to use it as a topical product, because I just poke a hole in the omega capsule, and then I hydrate my skin and then emulsify the oil on top of that hydrating skin to absorb it better. And I've started to see results with that as well. And when I look at the label for our omegas, I'm excited to see that there isn't so much DHA and EPA. It's got a nice amount of omega-3, 375 milligrams. And so here is a safe, sustainable answer to the need for essential fatty acids in our diet. And I hope I've been able to elucidate some of the science behind why we don't need to worry about too much omega-6 and why we don't want to have maybe too much EPA and DHA from fish, as well as fish oil supplementation or any kind of supplementation. We want the body to intelligently figure out that right ratio of unsaturated to saturated fatty acids in the diet. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, so Dr. Mitra Ray is incredible. She's a doctor that I really follow. She does a lot with the Juice Plus company, but she got her BS from Cornell and then went on and got her PhD from Stanford University. And her research is so credible that the National Institute of Health and the American Cancer Society, and there are so many different organizations that actually fund her research because of everything that she's finding that you know, that's basically new to science today. She focuses a lot on that microbiome that I was speaking to before about cleaning out the gut and helping us to understand that there are so many more bacterial cells in our body, microbiota, than there are actually human cells. And so that's why it's really important to do what's best to serve them, to keep that in balance, to keep the good gut bacteria basically in charge down there. So she's wonderful. I did want to share with you the Healthy Living Revolution, because if you guys wanted to go ahead and watch the rest of this video, that's where you will find it. but the source is the Healthy Living Revolution is just an amazing resource altogether. So that was a webinar. So you would always just go ahead and click on that, and then it will show you whatever the current webinar is. But then there are so many other ones that you will see when you go to previous episodes. It's basically going to give you a library of anything and anything you can think of. So there are some, I know I just had watched one recently about the benefits of Juice Plus after like bariatric surgery. But there you'll go. So you'll see there, that was the one, bariatric basics. Beauty, skin, and your health, the gift of hope, fertility and diet. These are just full of wisdom. Whole foods or multivitamins. I didn't see that one. That looks like a good one. More with the Omega Blend. So much. But again, so this is called healthylivingrevolution.com, and it is available to anybody. You do not need to be a Juice Plus customer to be able to tap into this resource. We have that out there for everybody because we want to really help people to start making healthier lifestyle changes, not just fruits and vegetables, but also drinking more water, sleeping better, stressing less. So there is something in every area here. We have exercise videos. What I love is that they're by, like moms and a lot of other people. It's not watching this, lady with this tight little body that's kind of making you feel depressed about your own body at the same time as you're trying to make it better. It focuses on the benefits of exercise, not just of being fit, but the overall health benefits that come from exercises. There's cookbooks. These are released once every couple of months. So it's a total of 4 a year. I know the seasonal one was a huge one last year. But then down here also for kids, they have this amazing Strong Start program, or Start Strong program, where they have a YouTube video channel, which is adorable because, I'm sure we all know that our kids love watching videos on YouTube. And so why not have them watch a channel where they're able to watch other kids doing all of these inspiring health all over the place. So I don't know why it's go down. Just show the playlist. So really cute. And kids will kind of copy other kids doing anything. So okay, well, you guys can explore that. They have sticker charts, and which is great for the summer right now. They have sticker charts and such that really are going to help to keep healthy habits over the summer. And so anyway, that is our Healthy Living Revolution, and I will post the site on the event page so you guys are able to easily click into that. Okay, I'm just going to click at that if I can. And go back to our presentation. So that is the Omega Blend. And so when you're focusing on the Trio and the Omega Blend, really optimizing our health, it really comes down to just $2 a day to get 30 whole food fruits and vegetables in your body, which is pretty incredible considering the quality of our produce, and considering that, I don't know about you, but I can't find a way, even shopping at Walmart, to go to a produce section and get even just a bag of just apples, one single form of produce, for anything less than $5 or $6. So that I feel like is incredible. And the omegas, again, to be able to get that kind of quality for, I don't think I've ever tried to break that down into a daily price, but $33 a month. So completely affordable. The shakes, again, a healthy meal for $1.83 a day. A lot of people have found such benefit in substituting their lunches and such financially with taking these shakes to work, not going to their cafeteria, not going out to eat or anything that they normally do for work. So it's a great meal and plus it really sustains your energy throughout the day. So when you're sitting in your office and stuff, you don't get that 2 o'clock crash. But for those of you who are thinking, I don't know what you're talking about, lady, but $70 a month, $100 a month is way out of my budget. Well, if that's the case, then the Healthy Living Plan is for you. It is a great way to be able to cover the cost of your product. So it is right here. broken down. So it's basically called U+2. It's your own product, your own personal order, and then reaching out to 2 other friends and family who I hope that after, you know, this presentation, you can think of 2 other people in your life that you would love to see benefit from this nutrition as well. So you can see that you get $39 back for each of their products, for their products and your own, and then what's called a $100 thank you bonus. Thank you for reaching out to these 2 other houses, these 2 other families that we would not have known had it not been for you. Here's $100, and so all said and done, you get $270, which pretty much covers the cost of your Juice Plus. And then, of course, on top of that, you always have this business plan now in your back pocket that you can tap into and grow whenever you want, and I will share more about that tonight as well, because it has truly been a blessing in my life. And it is easy to share Juice Plus because most people get what's called the Juice Plus effect. So they just, again, like I said before, when you fall in love with something, you want to share it with everybody, and that's what happens. So many people see a positive effect of some kind and they just naturally end up sharing about it. And I know with me in the beginning, so many people thought I was pregnant because my skin was always glowing, they said. And so it was easy for me to be like, not pregnant, but I'm pretty sure that's due to the 30 whole food fruits and vegetables that I've been putting in my body for the last 3 weeks. So it just kind of comes out naturally, and people just kind of naturally want to jump on board with you. So Juice Plus is the most researched nutritional product in the world and optimizes human health and performance at any level. There is no comparison. This is so true. And there are other doctors that will say that, you know, basically it doesn't matter what kind of efforts you put into your health, with eating healthy, with exercising, etc. If you are not taking Juice Plus, if you are not adding Juice Plus into your health, you will never be as healthy as you can be. And I agree with that 100%. So this is the Healthy Living Revolution that I shared before. And so thank you so much for joining. And again, tonight will be about our beautiful tower garden and the business plan. So thank you again. Let's see if I can. Oop. Thank you again so much for joining us, everybody. And again, make sure you comment below after watching this video where I post the recording. Make sure you comment so that you get credit for our raffle, which is $50 towards any area of Juice Plus of your choice, and rebate form. And thank you so much.